Hey there, Green Meadows families and friends, and welcome back to Zooming In on Green Meadows. This week, our special guest is Miss Toth. Stick with us to learn more about her after the break.
Good morning, Miss Toth. How are you today?
Good morning. Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm usually here this early, but when you record early, it puts a little bit more stress on you, but I'm doing okay.
That's
Glad
good.
to have you. I know you were excited about this, and I'm sure many people are excited to hear some of your answers. So, with that being said, are you ready to go ahead and get into our questions for today?
Sure. Let's go.
All right. So, our first question is just a typical Green Meadows question. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do at Green Meadows, maybe how long you've been here, any history, things like that?
Yeah. So I've been in education for 6 years. My first year I was in Lafayette and just did like paraprofessional jobs. So I have a lot of respect for our paras at Green Meadows. I know how stressful their job can
Oh,
be.
yeah.
And our substitutes as well, because I subbed a little bit. So that was a good life experience. But I've been at Green Meadows for 5 years. So I actually never heard of Green Meadows until I was like looking around for a job after my first year back home, like in the education world. And I found it on an online like application consortium thing, like
Mm-hmm.
Valley or something.
Right.
And one thing that really impressed me was when I emailed the principal at the time, Brian Johnson, he like fired back an email, was really friendly, said, "Hey, like all the spots are filled, but like we'd love to have you apply again." And I was like, that's not normal. Admin does not respond like that normally. Like this sounds like a great community to work in.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you definitely hit the nail on the head there. It is a great place to work. So
Yeah,
we are glad to have you. Are you ready to get into our random fun questions now?
sure.
Awesome. All right, let me switch my screen here. Our first one is if you owned a restaurant, what kind of food would you serve at your restaurant?
Hmm.
Miss Toth loves getting her new Green Meadows gear every school year, and we have even seen her in some merch from our BSN Sports store. Join her in purchasing some of these great gears by visiting the link in the description below.
I would have to say currently I am really in the mood for Mexican, so I would probably go with like anything Mexican.
Okay.
But really, I would be fine to have a restaurant with foods from all around the world because I love trying new things. Um, maybe not like, anything in shells like snails. I don't really want to eat that, but
Understood. Okay. So a little bit of an eclectic menu, huh?
yeah.
All right, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I haven't thought about this, but I know we live in a town that has very good Mexican food. So if I
Hmm.
was going to open a restaurant in our town, I don't think I could do Mexican. So I'd have to do something
Yeah.
else. I don't know what it would be. So,
No,
okay.
yeah.
Um, how about this? When a kid, when we were kids, we always wanted to grow up and we looked forward to it, right? So as
Mhm.
a child, what did you think would be awesome as an adult, but it turns out it isn't as awesome as you thought it would be?
I have the perfect example for this.
Okay.
So fun story, I guess, I think is kind of odd about me, but I'll share it. So when I was younger, I loved cleaning. Like my mom bought me this whole fake cleaning cart. I mean, it had everything.
Uh-huh.
And in fact, one of my consequences, I don't even know what I did, but I remember I was sitting on a stool crying horrendously. And my grandma walked in because she was visiting that week and she was like, "Why is Michelle crying?" Apparently, one of my consequences had been that I had did something wrong, so I could not unload the dishwasher. Like I really wanted to help mom with dishes and I thought
Yeah.
that was the coolest thing ever. So I wanted to unload dishwashers. Yeah, now I don't like dishes.
Yeah, you're
Like it's just a chore. Like I'm thankful that I have dishes to wash, but it's just not my favorite
yeah,
chore.
kinda
I think
over it
that
now, right?
yeah, that would
I
be
could
my
see that. Yeah, when you're a kid, you wanna help with everything. When you're an adult, you're like, "Would somebody please help me with this?"
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
just don't I was such an odd child. I don't know why that was like my consequence, but it was. Apparently not just once too.
Alright, so we're gonna talk about building another, business. If you were to build a themed hotel, what would be the theme,
Ooh.
and what would the rooms look like or be decorated with?
Okay. Definitely Star Wars. I love Star Wars. So
Okay.
I feel like there's already one at Disney, so I don't think I could like top that themed hotel, but
Probably
I
not,
would
yeah.
I would love to stay in a themed room that looks like the Millennial Falcon. I think that would be really cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alright, would you have, like, Chewbacca, like, standing guard
Oh, yeah,
at the door? Yeah.
totally. Totally. And R2-D2 could run around serving everybody like hors d'oeuvres or whatever as they walk in
That would be cool.
just for
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. I believe one of your clues this week was about sports.
Hmm.
What is the most boring sport, and what would you do to make it more exciting?
Definitely golf. I
Oh,
hate golf. I
you're
mean, okay,
killing
like
me.
I admire people who I know you're a golfer. I admire people who can play golf, and it's more exciting in real life, but it is just like, can we just take a nap during golf tournaments? Like, I'm not gonna watch them on TV.
Yeah,
To make it
watching
more
it on TV
exciting,
isn't as exciting unless it's like
no,
the last round of the tournament. I get
no.
you.
I think that to make it more exciting, there would have to be some action in there somewhere. Like maybe they have to like, I don't know, like this sounds violent and I'm not trying to mean it violent, but like hit someone with the golf ball or like there's like some sort of
On
windmill, some
accident.
sort of,
On accident, right?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
maybe like some sort of like, I don't know, like time race, like to get through it, or
Uh-huh.
like some sort of obstacle, like in mini golf. Like mini golf to me is exciting, but normal golf, I'm just like, there's just nothing there. You're just hitting a ball like for no
Yep.
reason. So
Everybody has their thing, right?
yeah, I know I'm
And
probably
now
killing your golfer.
to
Sorry.
to call me a golfer is way too high of a compliment. I am a hacker, not a golfer.
Well, you're closer than I am. I'm lucky if I hit the ball the first try.
All right. So if money and practicality weren't a problem,
Okay.
what would be the most interesting way to get around town?
Miss Toth is one of the few people that has actually been excited to be a secret staff person rather than being nervous. That's probably because she's a subscriber, so she's very familiar with how our process works. You should also become a subscriber by clicking the red button below so you can become more familiar with all of our wonderful staff.
That's a tough one. I was actually just thinking this morning that I would really like to be able to teleport because I was running a couple minutes late, but I still got here on time.
Oh, you made it in plenty of time. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but that's why I told myself to be here early, but I was running late for my goal. And so I was like, I really wish I could teleport. So I think that would be fun. But if I couldn't do that, I don't know. I feel like, like the Jetsons, like just being able to hop in a jet and just like fly to work without there
Hmm.
being any like danger for anyone else. I would love that. Like I
That
could just
would be kind of
park it
cool.
in my driveway and then just zoom over here and it take like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. I did see, I don't know where I was looking recently, but they were making human-sized drones. So it's a
Ooh.
one-person drone that has the
Hmm.
4 propellers. It was pretty expensive,
Cool.
but I was like, that's pretty cool, but I'm probably gonna pass for a while.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
little scared of heights, so I don't know if I'd do that. I would want to be like enclosed in something more sturdy, but
Yeah,
yeah.
right. Okay. This is our last random question, but it's not the least.
Okay.
What weird potato chip flavor doesn't exist yet, but you would like to try if it did?
That is a very hard question because there's so many interesting ones out there already
I
that I
know.
Okay, I guess this technically already exists in the form of chocolate covered potato chips, but I would love to just have a potato chip that is chocolate flavored,
That's not one
like
I was
just
thinking of. Okay.
embedded into the chip.
Yeah. Um, I know there's been some comfort food ones. I know we've had like biscuits and gravy and things like that.
Mhm.
I think maybe we should try some macaroni and cheese potato chips.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
I'm sure it would
I like
taste
that.
like, sour cream and cheddar, whatever, but
Yeah. Did you
uh
like the chicken and waffles one?
I did not try that one though.
I love
Couldn't
that one.
tell you. So that takes us to the end of our random questions. But before we go, we always give people a time to talk to our audience and any
Mhm.
students or families or community members that could be watching. So is there anything you'd like to say to those people?
Yeah, just to echo what Miss Beth said at the end of our last video, I think we just all want to finish out the school year strong, but I know that it's always hard for our fifth graders that when they leave us at the end of the year and even for
Hmm.
some of our other students. I just want to encourage you guys that like you guys always have a place here at Green Meadows. Like you're always our students. You can always come back and visit. And I think that's one of the most important lessons that you can learn at Green Meadows is that you are safe and you're loved. And we just really love our students. So to the community, I would say thank you for entrusting us with your students. It's a privilege to come into work every day and be able to work with them. We have a great staff. There's nothing new there. Like
Yeah.
everybody said that in the videos, like it's a
Yeah.
great place to work. So thank you for making it feel like a home away from home. But also, yeah, just for our students, just remember that you are loved and no one can replace you. And you're an important part of our school family, and we want you here.
Awesome. Very well said. We appreciate you telling everyone that opinion, and we all hold that true, and we know that our students are very welcome to come back and visit us whenever they have the opportunity. So thank you for taking your time to join us this morning, Miss Toth. We really appreciate it, and I
Yeah,
hope
you're
that you
welcome.
had fun, and I'm sure that your class will be stoked to see you on Friday morning on the screen. So
Yeah.
thanks again, and we look forward to seeing who we've got next week.
Well, thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks. Have a good day, Miss Toth.
Bye.